No era
Olha a mensagem.
Pensándote y conociéndonos un poco.
Olha a mensagem.
Pensándote y conociéndonos un poco.
Dragon can
Mega Titan Peacock tadi. Siapa ya? Aduh. Gak ada tadi. Siapa? Hanif ya? Dia apa? Hasan, sorry Hasan. Beli satu Queen Bee, boleh. Oh ya. Silakan di
Okay, I'll split the difference and throw it just right. This one's mine. No doubt about it, a massive home run! Champa is the champ!
Got it! Yeah, now that's some explosive defense. I'm a baseball natural.
Lord Champa's out.
What? Nice trunks, very creative. Yeah, way to use your head.
No! That must be against the rules!
One would assume so, my lord, but unfortunately the rule book says nothing about affecting a ball with energy. That's quite an oversight.
This is ridiculous! In your face! Of course you love it, and you stuff Okay.
Mala fama, se la pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto la más demanda. Así vienes a mi cama, a mi cama. Mala fama,
É o Pachex, é o brabo da putaria.
Vira lata, quebra, pega fogo, não espera. Chão rachando sem galera.
É o Pachex, é o brabo da putaria.
Vira lata, quebra, pega fogo, não espera. Chão rachando.
É o Pachex.
Today, I'm gonna test every myth and glitch in 99.
Mỹ白提升4度，高露潔 Optic White 專業美白，深層去漬。
四重口感 ，Why not all？鬆脆甜筒，打新脆粒。
What exactly is the truth from Full Metal Alchemist? So the truth is a metaphysical being who is all things in the universe and loves to punish people who try to play God. And its absolute favorite thing to punish are people who try to use alchemy to bring people back from the dead. The punishment for this is being pulled into the gates of truth, where pure knowledge of everything in the universe will pour into your mind and break you down physically and mentally. The more time you spend inside the gates, the more you lose, which is exactly why one of the main characters lost a couple limbs, while the other main character lost their entire physical body. What exactly...
Keep quiet. I got bad bitches.
Ryan Riegert scrap.
What's going on? Have you ever seen a scene like this before? laser beams with you, Kakarot! No, I'm not! This is going to be harder than you thought.
Here are 2 lies and a truth. Option 1. When I was 5 years old, I hid in my fridge to scare my family, but ended up stuck in there for 3 hours instead. Option 2. I needed to go to the bathroom while in the cinema, but twisted my ankle and landed on a whole family. Option 3. Me and my family got locked out of the house, so I had to climb up to the bathroom, squeeze through a tiny window, and I accidentally destroyed my entire bathroom. Out of these 3 options, can you find the truth? 3, 2, 1. I actually climbed up my house and destroyed my bathroom. Here are
Truth or dare?
Crazy cartoon.
Keep quiet, then they come wild. Ayy, I see a motherfucker smiling. 20,000 damn bitches on the island. 20,000 damn bitches going private. She make it quiet, I got the strut. Chick chunky.
I turn to ask the question, so anxious, my thoughts. Your lips were soft like winter, in your passion, I was lost.
ड्रैगन बॉल के 3 हैं।
I thought it was common sense that Goku...
Have you ever wondered if Ultra...
Top 10 anime characters.
happens after you...
Can anyone kill Xeno?
YouTubers are quitting Roblox. With Roblox getting cancelled, many YouTubers are quitting the invite-only star program. Ever since Creekcraft left, it started a chain reaction with some of the biggest YouTubers quitting as well. Cubink, Remaining, and Soyluz, all with millions of subscribers, quit right after. Then even more popular YouTubers quit. But the craziest one was when Thick Noodles, with over 12 million subscribers, also quit. A combined over 37 million subscribers with the creators have quit the program. Today's my birthday, so please subscribe.
Roblox is officially in its block.
These are 3 wild tricks businesses use to make you spend more money. At number 3, they give you candy. Restaurants used to keep candy by the door, but that didn't help them make more money. So they started leaving them on the table with the bill, and that led to a huge increase in tips. It's a classic psychology move where if you give someone an unexpected little treat, they're more likely to feel good about the experience, which translates to spending more cash. Fucking idiots. Number 2, casinos love to keep the AC up and as cold as they can. This is because cold air is likely to keep you awake and gambling even longer. Yeah, I'm not even tired. Do you think I can run this under some hot water? And number 1, no dollar signs on the menu. By leaving the dollar signs off the menu, the customer is less likely to think about the price. Wow, $19.95? That's cheap, I think. Which brings me to a bonus trick. Businesses will end prices with 95 cents instead of 99 cents, so you think the price is lower than it actually is. Hey, wait a second. How is everything? Bad. I think you're pulling a fast one on me. Candy? Oh, yay! These are...
Pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto la más demanda. Pues si vienes a mi cama, a mi cama.
Mom, I'm home.
Pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto la más demanda. Pues si vienes a mi cama, a mi cama.
Why is this cast filled with liquid? Actually, it's an alternative to traditional.
Hurry, Jan.
Ela tá cheia de teus.
If I took your hand tonight, now you're all that I want inside. I imagine you fell in love on that wonder moonlight skies with you. I think I'll put your mind if I took your hand tonight. Now you're
help my chest. Help.
out. Is it no? Let it out.
Speed. Watch this. You're gonna love this. Watch this. Speed. Watch this. You're gonna love this. Watch this.
Тишины послушайте волю, тропинки в лес густой, обладать березкой вдоволь, про него и про любовь.
At first, it looks like a ship sinking, but it's not. This is...
Las vaquitas saturnitas dicen ho, ho, ho. Los rulitos dicen bla, 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 bla. Los chimpanzés dicen para mí. Los capuchinos.
Rare photos you've never seen before. A drone captured its battery falling midair. A falling phone took a last photo by accident before it broke. This person couldn't find their phone even though it was connected to Bluetooth. A woman missed the train, but her dinner didn't. Someone took 10 minutes to find the dropped Oreo. A delivery guy forgot to use his handbrake on a steep driveway. These sandbags from 40 years ago are now solid rock. A dash cam photo from the streets in Alcacais. A cockroach latte from a Taiwanese coffee shop. A skate park designed like a frying pan. This debit card blends into this old cabinet. Rare photo.
Mala fama, se la pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama de nada. Pues si vienes a mi cama, a mi cama. Mala fama, se la pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama.
No era amor.
Mala fama.
Gelo no copo, piscando a fachada. Gatinha rebola na vibe acelerada. No Prada, no Prada, no... Gelo no copo, piscando a fachada.
Se la pasan diciendo que soy mala.
Ready?
Movement before trick. Movement before trick.
Does anyone else?
Bro, Roblox just got...
What's the most annoying?
diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama de nada. Y si vienes a mi cama, a mi cama.
Coco fanto, elefanto, bombardiro, crocodilo, spioniro, golubiro, trullimero, trullicina, ballerina, cappuccina, lila, espressione signora, tigruli, grape, fruttuni, orangutini, ananasini, bom.
Help me! Help me!
Bom, bombini, gusini, zebra, zubra, zibralini. Coco fan.
Are you coming to my birthday party?
When is it?
You should know my birthday.
Bro, I know it's the 11th, but when is it?
Well, we're doing it Saturday.
What, this Saturday?
Yeah. You know, I was with you for your birthday.
Bro, it's so much going on this weekend, bro.
Good save it. All good, bro. Have a good streak.
No! Oh my God. I didn't... Yo!
Do you want to come to my birthday or not?
Yes, bro. I'm coming.
All right, cool. Thank you. That means a lot. Are you coming to my birthday party?
When is it?
You should know my birthday.
Bro, I know it's the 11th.
This is the smartest person in Grow a Garden. Let me explain. He wanted to become the richest in Grow a Garden. So he planted his bone blossom, then added a few sprinklers and hit the grow all. What happens next will shock you. Take a look.
La la la, canta la la la, canta la la la, canta. Dirty sheets in my washing machine, heart, baby, bring it up inside. I'm not wearing my usual lipstick. I thought maybe we would kiss tonight. Dirty sheets.
Essa tá quente, a parada mais pra frente, vem. Essa tá quente, a parada mais pra frente, vem, não tá tão quente, segura, mas tá quente.
Now this is gonna be good. What the is this, bro? Now this is gonna be good. What the is this, bro?
Put your hands where I can see them.
Quente, essa tá quente, a parada mais pra frente, vem, não tá tão quente, segura, mas tá quente. Essa tá quente, essa tá quente, a parada mais pra frente, vem, não tá tão quente, segura, mas tá
Put your
quente, essa tá quente, a parada mais pra frente, vem, não tá tão quente, segura, mas tá.
This cat reached out to touch a hedgehog, and yeah, no surprise, it got poked.
That might make you wonder, if hedgehog quills are that sharp, doesn't it hurt when the mom gives birth? Actually, not at all. When baby hedgehogs are born, they kinda look like little chicken wings. Their quills haven't popped out yet. They're still tucked safely under the skin. It takes a few hours after birth for those quills to slowly start pushing through. And even then, they're not hard or sharp. They're hollow, soft, and super flexible, made of keratin, the same stuff our fingernails are made of.
Mala fama, se la pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama de nada, más si vienes a mi cama, a mi cama.
This YouTuber is quitting the Roblox Star program.
Let's put it on.
Diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama de nada.
Comment your username for a disco beat. Make sure you have liked and subscribed.
I love everything about you. I even love the things.
What is half of...
Olha só minha foto trilha, tu nunca prestou atenção. Olha o bico do fuzil, vai tomar só radiação. Ai, toma, toma, toma. Olha só minha foto trilha, tu nunca prestou atenção. Olha o bico do fuzil, vai tomar só radiação. Ai, toma.
A novinha se quiser fuder, tem que vir preparada pra não voltar apaixonada pra casa. Pra não voltar apaixonada pra casa. Pra não voltar apaixonada, nada, 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 nada.
Now then, it's time to make your defeat official. Now then, it's time to make your defeat official.
Encaixa, tá preparada pra fuder sua safada. Desentrando na piroca.
YouTube Premium 提供零廣告嘅 YouTube 同埋影片下載功能，方便你喺食。
Encaixa, tá preparada pra fuder.
Today in Grow a Garden, I saw a player with a huge bone blossom growing. His skin was very strange. I said that his balance was crazy. He said he was changing it to a raccoon. I said I had one, and he immediately threw in a trade and put up all his shekels. It was 1 quintillion. I've never seen such a harmful investment before. I added the raccoon, and he immediately agreed.
Wait, what?
Oh my God. Just look at that balance. Then I met another player who was jumping on a trampoline, but when I entered his garden, he came up to me and said, "Dang, it's really you? I'm a fan." I gave him one of my giant raccoons, and he said thank you. But after that, a beautiful girl ran into my garden, and it looked like she was trying to steal my moon melon. Maybe she didn't have enough Robux, but then she ran up and said,
You, Daddy, you so rich.
I replied, "Wah?" She asked.
Do you have a quintillion?
I replied, yay? She said,
Uh-huh. Can we be friends?
Today in Grow a Garden, I saw a player with a huge bone. Today in Grow a Garden, I saw a player. Today in Grow a Garden, I saw a player with a huge bone blossom growing. His skin was very strange. I said that his balance was crazy. He said he was changing it to a raccoon. I said I had one, and he immediately threw in a trade and put up all his shekels. It was 1 quintillion. I've never seen such a harmful investment before. I added the raccoon, and he immediately agreed.
Wait, what?
Oh my God. Just look at that balance. Then I met another player who was jumping on a trampoline, but when I entered his garden, he came up to me and said, "Dang, it's really you? I'm a fan." I gave him one of my giant raccoons, and he said thank you. But after that, today was a normal day. Today I went to Grow a Garden. Today I went to Grow a Garden to feed my huge flock of rare pets and give some away to my subscribers. A player ran up to me and asked for a red fox. I asked, "Are you subscribed to me?" He replied, "Yes." I asked, "Which channel?" He wrote, "Deadwood." It's okay. He just made a mistake. I gave him the red fox, but then I saw a girl who had a completely empty garden and only one dragonfly. I asked her what happened to her. She replied, "I had everything, but I lost it." I asked, "How?" She said, "See those guys offering trillions for trades?" I asked, "Was it them?" She said, "No, but they also offered trillions and cheated me." Then I took out a wrench and started chasing them away from her territory. After they left, I asked, "Do you know me?" She said she had seen a couple of my videos. Then I wrote, "Do you know that I give expensive gifts for completing my parkour course?" She asked, "Sure." I said, "Let's go." And we went to my garden, where I told her that if she completed the parkour course, I would give her something valuable. She said okay, and she completed my parkour on the first try. I wrote, "Come down. I think you need this more than I do." And I took out the mimic octopus. But before giving it to her, I said, "You subscribe to me, right?" She said yes, and I gave her the prize. It was the most touching day at Grow a Garden. Today, when I went in to Grow a Garden, I saw a player in a white suit with trillions in his balance. He wrote, "Trading for raccoon?" I asked, "What do you have?" He said, "A lot of shekels." And I replied that I wasn't interested. Then a player ran up to me and asked, "How did you get so many raccoons?" I replied that I was a YouTuber and I was insanely rich. He smiled and asked, "Can we trade fruit for a quadrillion?" I asked, "For what?" He said, "A raccoon." I asked, "Ascended?" He said, "Yes." Then another player asked to trade for a raccoon, but he also offered currency. Then I went down to that player and threw him a trade. I put up a raccoon. He put up a huge fruit. He wrote, "No, man, that's not enough." I replied that he should add more, and then he added lobster thermithor, and I agreed. But when I clicked accept and was ready to click confirmed, he removed all the items. I canceled the trade and wrote, "Hey, are you a scammer?" He started writing, "No, dude, the game just crashed." I sent the trade again, same items again, accept. And again on confirmed, he removed everything again. I write, "Bruh." Then I realized he was a scammer. He says, "Okay, last try." And then I realized I had to teach him a lesson. He puts the same thing, except I remove the raccoon. He clicks confirm, and boom, I start laughing at him. He writes, "Bro, please give it back." I laugh and write, "Scammed a scammer." And also, if you want my new Toxic Kitsune from the new update. Oh my god, today I got this mega raccoon from... Today, I returned to Grow a Garden to distribute pets to my subscribers as usual. One immediately approached me. I asked, "Are you a subscriber?" He said yes. I sent him a raccoon, but he did not accept it. At first, I did not understand, but then he wrote that he wanted a kitsune. So I told him to come with me. I went to the save slots to load my new candy obby. He replied, "Oh no." And so, ladies and gentlemen, my new Candy Blossom parkour, with the grand prize of OG Kitsune. I asked, "Are you ready?" He replied, "You're always insane," and asked what the prize was. I replied, "Kitsune," and he agreed. So I started watching his first attempts, and he passed the entire first stage on his second try. I went up to him. He asked, "What's this?" I replied, "Lava floor," and he started going through it, while I was already waiting for him on the other side. Dozens of attempts. He didn't understand how to get through it, but at one point he understood, and at the very finish... But he did it anyway, and we moved on. He asks again, "What is..." Today, I returned to Grow a Garden.
This is the backstory of the dragon with a cannelloni skin, also known as cannelloni dragoni. Subscribe now or you might wake up with cannelloni skin. One day, an angry dragon was breathing fire and trying to burn down the entire village. A wizard saw what the dragon was doing and used his magic wand to open a portal in the sky. The dragon flew into it. Boom! His skin transformed into cannelloni. Now he roams the land, roaring loudly, searching for the reason behind his transformation. Now try typing dragon with your eye.
Eso fue lo que dijiste tú. No era amor, no era amor, pero a mí sí me partió en dos. No era amor, no era amor.
That Cuando se te moja la tarea.
This tourist just got banned from the desert because when his buddy launched him off the sand dune, the girl in red tried to run. But what happened next left everyone shocked. But why? Let's just say he found his new crush. This tourist just got...
Libre de quererte más. Yo me siento libre, libre de mirarte en los ojos, libre de quererte más. Yo me siento libre. Libre de que
Guess the pet in 30 seconds. Hint 1, it can give 2 different mutations. For example, the disco bee gives the disco mutation, but this pet gives 2 mutations by itself. Hint 2, the egg it was in came from a limited event. For example, the raccoon was only obtainable from the night egg. But this video has a twist, which is whoever comments the correct answer will win it and I'll buy it myself from Bloxboom. Final hint, it is prismatic tier and is related to Japan. I will not reveal the answer, so there is no cheating and you have to be following to win. Guess the pet in 30 seconds. Hint 1, it can give 2 different mutations. For example, the disco bee gives the disco mutation, but this pet gives 2 mutations by itself. Hint 2, the egg it was in came from a limited event. For example, the raccoon was only...
Usually dogs are friendly, but something's off with these.
Mala fama, se la pasan diciendo que soy mala, porque no me aguanto drama de nada, así vienes a mi cama.
Olha a mensagem.
Se me estoy conociendo, no es un poco.
Money.
Is this even possible? It's so hard, but I like it hard. Like the video so I can find the right key. It gets harder. Oh, then I'm ready, Daddy. Three, two, one, wait! Somebody like and subscribe!
Get off it! 911, where's your emergency? Hello.
Rose!
I'm gonna spend
Her scarf got caught in a conveyor belt where she was working. The powerful motor got a hold of her hair and pulled her head into the mechanism. And there was no switch near the machine for her to stop the conveyor belt herself. Coworkers heard her yell and ran to stop the machine, but there were too many tubs in the way and they couldn't reach her in time. The mechanism was so strong that it cut her throat and she was decapitated. First, the body started snoring as it laid on the autopsy table. Now, he was previously found unconscious in his cell, and after being examined by 3 doctors, he was declared dead. He'd even been marked for the autopsy with lines drawn on his body for the scalpel. But they started to hear strange sounds, and doctors realized he was still alive. They rushed him to intensive care where he made a recovery. The body... The warrior chopped off his enemy's head as a trophy after winning the battle. He tied it to his horse and started to ride home. But as the horse galloped, one of the dead man's teeth scraped the warrior's leg. Now, it was just a small scratch, but it soon became infected. Bacteria from the wound spread through his blood, shutting down his organs within days. And while the warrior had killed his enemy, in the
match, the player knocked in a rebound after a free kick and bounced off the left goal post. He attempted to front handspring, which he pulled off, but when he tried to do the backwards somersault, he landed on his face, which ended up breaking his back.
Pasan diciendo que soy mala.
If you bury your dead hamster, there's a chance it wasn't actually dead. You see, if your house is cold for long periods of time, your hamster's heart and breathing will slow down, and they can go into a deep sleep to conserve energy, which can make them feel stiff and cold. Now, they sometimes won't wake up from this even if you touch them, meaning there's a good chance you'll think it's dead. If you bury...
What are you doing?
This is what happens when you accidentally get cut with a cast saw. Blades of cast saw are fast and sharp enough to cut through tough materials like casts and wood. But why won't the saw harm human skin? The reason for this is that the blade isn't actually spinning. It's moving back and forth within a very small distance, around 3 millimeters. And because human skin is soft, it simply moves along with the blade without getting cut. Subscribe for more.
If you accidentally touched a table saw, you'd probably think your fingers would be cut off. But this isn't always the case. You see, some modern high-end saws actually know the difference between wood and your skin. Once your finger comes in contact with these special saws, it immediately detects the electrical conductivity from your skin. This triggers an immediate mechanical response that stops the blade in less than 5 milliseconds. If you
Worst ways to lose.
Few execution methods were as gruesome as the saw. Victims were hung upside down, ensuring that blood would flow to their heads, keeping them conscious for as long as possible. The executioner then slowly sawed through their body, usually starting from the groin and working their way down. The process was agonizingly slow, designed to inflict the maximum amount of suffering before death finally came. And for some...
All right, everyone. Here goes another great exercise for you. Hitting that
What you're watching right now is real footage of...
Today I'm going after the biggest...
What you're watching right now is real footage of someone getting scammed. Because that is the biggest scammer in all of Grow a Garden. He has gained trillions of shekels by tricking innocent people just like you. His entire inventory is filled with stolen pets and fruits. So you might be wondering how I ended up here, in his game, and how I plan to scam the richest scammer in all of Grow a Garden. This entire thing started about a week ago when I was just recording like normal. But there was one thing that wasn't normal, and that was the chat. This guy David just said, okay, you go first though, and Grizzly said, fine, but don't scam please, it's my last good pet. What? If you don't understand, they're doing a trade and David is making Grizzly go first. And I was scared because this is one of the most common scam methods. So I went over there to investigate. What is this? Oh my, they're trading Disco Bee for Bone Blossom, yo. But just as Grizzly gained from the Disco Bee, the worst thing happened. Oh my, he got scammed. There is no way. Shocked, I quickly questioned Grizzly about this scammer. I learned his name was David the Dragon and how evil he actually was.
He was in a public server telling people it was free, so like I wanted it. Then he said it was a trade, and I wanted Bone Blossom. I don't know, I'm just dumb, bro.
So he would lure his victim in by saying he was trading his insane Bone Blossom for a cheap price, and once he has your trust, he would make you go first in the trade. Then once he tricked you, he would get your item and vanish. This was about the time where I realized I had to get revenge for Grizzly. Yo, I need to scam this guy. Whoa, what was it? David the Dragon. Oh my. It has been about a week since I have came across David the Dragon, because it is not every day that you come across a mass scammer that's terrorizing an entire game. So I have done my research on this guy. I went through his entire profile, all of his friends, everything that you could imagine to come up with the most perfect plan to scam the richest scammer. Because not only are all of his favorite games literally the top scamming games and rivals, one of his own games is literally called free with Robux. Why does this have 121 visits? I don't know. I actually don't know. But that was just the start of it, because things were gonna get so much worse, like his bio. Only message about deals, no trade backs, only profitable. Are we serious right now, bro? This guy is such an off. But unfortunately for us, none of his friends were online in a game, which is crucial for our next step. So I did a little more digging and found out he had a YouTube channel. As you can see, I've watched a little bit of it, but I'm just gonna show you what it's like.
This is a Bone Blossom, and if you DM'd me on Discord, I will trade it to you for cheap price. I do not promise any reward.
Do you see what he just said? He said, DM me on Discord for a free Bone Blossom, and I do not promise any reward. What do you mean you don't promise any reward? He thinks he can get away with scamming by saying he has never promised anyone a single reward. Like, what is this guy on? Well, now that we stalked David and found out literally everything about him, it's time to go forward with my master plan of scamming him. And the first thing we had to do was to join his friend. Yeah, I mean, it's really simple, but what we have to do is join someone on his friends list and ask them if we could get in contact with him. Because as a scammer, he's not going to have his joins on. So as you can see here, we have David the Dragon's friends list, and what we need to do is find somebody who's online and has their joins on for everybody. And it doesn't really look like anybody has that. So I did the only thing I could think of and waited. Oh my, wait, someone's online in Grow a Garden. Wait, what, in Grow a Garden 2 is perfect. Okay, Squirtle Fan 67. What is first trip? Okay, I don't want to waste any time. We're joining him. Not authorized to join. He's in a private server. Oh my god, he's in. But I didn't let this get to me, and I kept trying to join him over and over again with hopes that he can maybe join a public server. Oh my, wait, I'm in. Oh my god, wait, he went to a public server. He's right there. Wait, I need to talk to him. Squirtle, hello. What is he wearing? He said question mark. Okay, can you add me and join my private server, please? All I had to do was get him in a private server and ask if I could talk to David the Dragon. Oh my, he sent me a request. Okay, accept. He said, all right, sure. And after I convinced him it was urgent, I got him in my private server and went up to him. Okay, I'm just gonna go up to him. Squirtle Fan 67. This is about your friend David the Dragon. He said question mark. What about David? Is it okay if we call? Do you have blue? He said yeah, sure. He said yeah, sure. Okay, he just said his Discord name. Oh my god, I'm gonna blur that out. And so I quickly added him on Discord. Okay, I'm gonna call him. Yo, hello?
Hello?
So Yo, chill. I don't know why I'm so nervous about this. Okay, first off, you know the guy David the Dragon on your friends list, right?
Yeah, David, I know.
Look, like what is your relation to him? Like, do you know him through Roblox, or is it like through...
Yeah, he goes to school with me.
Oh, he goes to school with, like, you know him in person? Okay, I don't know how to tell you this lightly. I think I'm just gonna have to say it. He's like the biggest scammer in Grow
What?
Garden. He's scammed like disco bees, like trillions of dollars. And what my goal is I'm trying to scam him, right? I'm trying to scam the richest scammer, and I need your help. I need you to put me in like a game with him or something. That way we can set up a trade. And after a little bit more convincing, I finally got him to agree. So you're willing to help me?
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you.
And you might be curious what I mean by help, because not only is Squirtle Fan gonna get me in his game, but he's gonna help with a lot more. It all starts off with having 3 of us in a game, and I say that I want to do a trade with David the Dragon. But because I don't trust him, we use Squirtle Fan as the middleman. So me and David give him all of our items, that way he can distribute the items to the other party and actually do the trade for us. But little does David know, Squirtle Fan is gonna take all of his items and leave, effectively scamming him. And all that we had to do now was wait for David to be online. Okay, Squirtle Fan said that he's in a private server with David the Dragon right now, and they're waiting for me because I'm doing a trade with them. Oh my god, this is so perfect, bro. 2 weeks of my life have been dedicated for this. Like, oh my god. Please be in here. Oh my god, it's David the Dragon. He's in my game. Oh my god. I can't get nervous now. I just have to lock in. I have to put on the best acting skills ever. I'm gonna see if I can get in a call with David the Dragon and Squirtle Fan, because I think it would be a lot easier to... Yo, hello? Yo. Hello, David. Hello. So I saw your, I saw your Bone Blossom and stuff on YouTube, and you said you're trading it for like pretty cheap prices. I couldn't mess this up. I spent so long trying to get in this game, and it all boiled down to this moment. I was thinking, like, if we wanted to do a trade for your Bone Blossom and maybe like a little, like, do you have any pets that I could have? Okay. And on top of that, he's trying to trade me a scammed pet that he got from Grizzly. Yeah, we can trade for the Disco Bee. You said Bone Blossom for cheap, right? So yeah, can you check how much that is really quick for me? So I can get confirmation. Okay, thank you.
It's 934
billion? I have some stuff that I can do. So we're using Squirtle Fan, right, as the middleman. We both agreed on that.
Yeah, I'm middleman.
I then went over. I'll go first. I'll give it to Squirtle Fan. Okay, there you go. Okay. Alright, it's your turn. Everything was going exactly to plan. David thinks that he's gonna scam me, but in reality, I get to reveal the truth. Okay? You gave all this stuff to Squirtle Fan?
Yeah.
Alright. So, David, there's one thing I didn't really tell you yet about this trade, and it's the fact that I know you're scamming. You know that Disco Bee that you just gave to Squirtle Fan 67? I saw you scam it out of somebody.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I literally... Let's go! Bang!